today we're going to talk about the Sculpture Center. So I wanted to show you all of the things that are available in the Sculpture Center and the glue that you can use for that area. Remember, you have to pass your attachment test before you can start using glue, tape, and staples. But first, let's see what things are available, okay? So I'm going to start over here. Remember, if there is a blue sticker, there is a limit. You can only have that many. So the first box we have is containers and boxes. There's a whole bunch of really cool things here. You can have 2 for your project. The next container is large wood scraps down here, and 2 is the limit for this one. Over here we have rubber bands. No blue sticker, so that means you can use as many as you need. The next basket here, this is screws and nails and bolts. Lots of this metal junk that we can use. The limit is 4. You can always talk to me if you think that you need more than that, because sometimes I make exceptions. Over here we have paper tubes. The rule is 2. These are also pretty cool because you can cut them up and make them into more pieces, especially if there's a long one. We do have some long ones I put in there. This is our hot glue station. 3rd and 4th graders will be able to do this later on, so we'll have another demonstration on that later. Never ever touch the hot glue gun just in case it's been plugged in. So we'll talk about that later. Small fun junk. This is just random things that people have donated. The limit is 2. Over here we have beads. The limit is 1 scoop. Or if you just need 1 or 2 beads, then just take 1 or 2. Lids. We have lots and lots of lids. So 8 is the limit on lids. So you basically can use pretty much as many as you need. Down here is straws. I do not have a limit on straws, but please obviously don't take more than you need. Over here is bottles. We have a limit of 2 bottles. We also have a rule about we're not here to just dump things in bottles to take them home. Okay, so make it into your art. So if you're filling the bottles and saying I'm done, that's not really an art project. So don't forget, I want to see art. Be creative. Next is the large junk. So it's kind of the same as the small, it's just larger things, and there's a limit of 2. So you could possibly have 4 pieces of junk to attach to your work. Up here we have beans and pasta. These are really fun to glue on for different textures. Pasta, there's some big pieces of pasta in here. There's no limit, obviously, just please don't take them all. Next is wires. Okay, and there's bread ties in here. These are fun to attach things, or if you punch holes in things and tie things on. Foam, the limit is 1. Sometimes I will make an exception, but we don't have a lot of styrofoam, so that's why I usually only say 1. Next is small wooden scraps. The limit's 6. Lots of really cool little wooden things in here you can use in that basket. Up here we have the pom-pom balls. The limit of these is 6. Over here we have packing peanuts. Right now I don't have a limit, but we might have a limit later, so please, of course, be sparingly. Don't take all of them. The next basket is medium wood scraps. The limit is 2. We have 8 cartons. There's cut up pieces in here. You can use just cut up pieces. You can cut off what you want and use what you want, or you can use the whole carton. It's up to you. Okay, there's not a limit. I have quite a few of these. Next is the pipe cleaners. The limit is 4, but the great thing about pipe cleaners is you can cut them. So if you take 4 and cut them up, you're going to get lots of pieces. If you need more than 4, let me know and we'll maybe make a consideration. Last is paper clips. Paper clips are awesome for attaching things. We're going to learn about the attachment test. All the attachments are up here if you forget what the attachments were from the video. So all of them are up here, so check up here so you'll know which ones you need to use. Last thing we're going to talk about is over here we have the tacky glue. This is the best glue to use for sculpture items. It's stronger. Hot glue works well too, but we aren't going to have that available until later. So this is a very strong glue. You can use the Elmer's glue, the bottle glue, but it's not as strong as this. Okay, this is thicker glue. There's two more things I want to show you and then we're done. Down here on the floor under this table we usually keep our cardboard scraps. You're welcome to cut up and use as many pieces of these as you want. I will try to refill it if there's not a lot of pieces, so let me know. But that's for you to cut up and build with. Over here we have our size tester and we have big pieces of cardboard. Now these are for bases to build on top of. So like see this one I built on top of it. So you cannot cut this. This is only to build on top of. And then you must make sure your sculpture fits in this box before we leave at the end of art. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to ask you to take apart. We don't have enough room to store giant sculptures. When it's cleanup time, when it's cleanup time, you're going to take your sculptures to the back. So I'm going to walk back there so you can see that. Each class has a box. 4th grade is up here. If it's wet and sticky, put it up here, and then I will put it in your box when it's dry. 3rd grade each has a box. Again, if it's wet and sticky, set it on the shelf. 2nd grade has a shelf down here. So find your box if it's not sticky. If you need a bag to put pieces in, there are bags located at the table to put all your pieces in. Don't forget to put your name on your pieces. That's about it. Let me know if you have a question about the Sculpture Center, and hopefully we'll get to make some cool sculptures soon.